Every time she walked away, the gorilla cried. Not just quiet little sounds, but deep, sorrowful sobs that echoed through the enclosure. Tears rolled down her face as if she carried a heavy sadness in her heart. She would sit alone, her eyes fixed on the gate, refusing to move or eat, as though the world had suddenly gone silent without her presence. The keepers were baffled. This wasn't the usual behavior of a wild animal. It was raw, genuine emotion. They watched day after day, noticing the same heartbreaking pattern. Every time this woman left, the gorilla's grief returned. It was a pain so palpable, it was impossible to ignore. What could possibly cause such profound sadness in a creature known for its strength and resilience? This question lingered in the air, unanswered, until the truth revealed something so extraordinary it would change everything they thought they knew about the emotional lives of gorillas. Maya was no ordinary gorilla. She was a female western lowland gorilla, rescued as a tiny infant after being separated from her family by poachers. The sanctuary where she was brought became her new home, a place where she was cared for and slowly began to heal from the trauma she had endured. From the very beginning, Maya showed remarkable intelligence and sensitivity. She was curious and observant, often watching the staff with keen eyes, as if trying to understand their world. Unlike many gorillas, she seemed to express a wide range of emotions: happiness, frustration, and even moments of quiet sadness. The caregivers quickly realized Maya wasn't just another animal, she was a being capable of deep feelings and connections. Despite her rough start in life, she was gentle and loving, especially toward those who showed her kindness. Over time, Maya became one of the most beloved residents of the sanctuary, known for her playful spirit and surprising ability to communicate through gestures and expressions. But it was her emotional depth that truly set her apart. And it was this depth that would soon reveal the heart of her story. Elena was a young primatologist who had dedicated her life to studying and caring for gorillas like Maya. From the moment she began working at the sanctuary, there was something special about her connection with Maya. At first, their interactions were simple: gentle touches, soft words, and shared moments of calm. But over weeks and months, their bond grew stronger and deeper. Maya began to recognize Elena's voice from a distance, eagerly waiting for her arrival each day. They spent hours together, playing games, communicating through signs, and exploring the enclosure side by side. Elena learned to understand Maya's unique gestures, while Maya responded with affection and trust. It wasn't just a typical caretaker-animal relationship. It was something much more profound, a genuine friendship. Elena became Maya's anchor, her source of comfort and security in a world that had once been full of fear and uncertainty. The staff watched in awe as Maya's excitement at Elena's presence grew, and it was clear that this bond was unlike anything they had ever seen before. It was a connection that would soon reveal just how deep a gorilla's emotions could run. One afternoon, after a long day of care and play, Elena said goodbye to Maya as she usually did. But this time, something was different. As Elena turned to leave, Maya's usual calm demeanor broke. She began to whimper softly. Within moments, those soft sounds turned into full sobs. Tears streamed down Maya's face as she let out a mournful cry, her body trembling with sadness. The keepers who witnessed this were stunned. They had never seen such a powerful display of emotion from her before. At first, they thought it might be a one-time reaction, but soon it became clear that this was a pattern. Every time Elena left the enclosure, no matter how briefly, Maya would break down in tears. She would sit alone, refusing to eat or play, her eyes locked on the empty path where Elena had disappeared. This wasn't just sadness. It was a deep, overwhelming sense of loss. The sanctuary staff grew concerned as they realized Maya was experiencing something very real: separation anxiety. They began carefully documenting her behavior, trying to understand why this incredible animal was so heartbroken whenever Elena left. It was a mystery that puzzled everyone, but one thing was certain: Maya's feelings were impossible to ignore. The sanctuary called in a team of experts to understand what was causing Maya's intense distress. Veterinarians ran thorough health checks, and behavioral specialists observed her closely. What they discovered surprised everyone. Maya's stress levels were alarmingly high whenever Elena left, but there was more to it than just separation anxiety. One specialist noticed something unusual. Maya only cried when Elena left without giving her extra attention, especially around her belly. Curious, they ran further tests and soon uncovered the astonishing truth: Maya was pregnant. This revelation changed everything. The gorilla wasn't just grieving a temporary goodbye, she was experiencing fear and anxiety as an expectant mother, worried about her safety and the future of her unborn baby. It became clear that Maya had been trying to communicate her condition through her behavior, and her tears were a desperate expression of her need for comfort and reassurance during this vulnerable time. For the first time, the sanctuary understood the depth of Maya's emotions, a powerful mix of love, fear, and hope that showed just how complex and sensitive gorillas truly are. Maya's tears were not just signs of sadness. They were a cry for safety and comfort during a time of great vulnerability. She had come to see Elena as more than just a caretaker. Elena was her protector, her source of calm in a world that suddenly felt uncertain. The sanctuary staff adjusted their routine, making sure Elena spent extra time with Maya, especially during those moments when she seemed most anxious. Elena's gentle presence and reassuring touch helped ease Maya's fears, and slowly, the tears began to stop. As the months passed, Maya's strength grew alongside her baby. The bond between her and Elena deepened even further, built on trust, love, and mutual care. When the day finally came, Maya gave birth to a healthy baby gorilla, an extraordinary moment that brought joy to everyone who had witnessed her journey. In a touching gesture, Maya used sign language to name her baby after Elena, honoring the woman who had stood by her side through every tear and every challenge. This story is a powerful reminder of the emotional intelligence of gorillas and how deeply they can feel. Maya's journey showed us that beneath their strong, wild exterior lies a heart capable of profound love and vulnerability. Maya's story is a beautiful testament to the emotional depth of gorillas, creatures we often think of as wild and untouchable, but who are capable of feelings just as complex and powerful as our own. Her tears, her fears, and her love reveal a side of these animals that many never get to see. It reminds us that they are not so different from us after all, that they experience joy and sorrow, hope and anxiety. Elena and Maya's bond continues to grow, a living example of the incredible connections that can form between humans and animals when trust and compassion are present. This story challenges us to look beyond appearances and to recognize the rich inner lives of the animals we share the world with. It's a call to empathy and understanding, because when we open our hearts to them, we discover a world of emotions waiting to be seen. Maya's journey has touched countless lives, inspiring people to care more deeply about wildlife and the fragile bonds that sustain us all. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful stories come from the simplest acts of kindness. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like and share it with others who believe in the power of connection between humans and animals. Don't forget to subscribe to The Gorilla Tales for more incredible stories that reveal the surprising emotions and intelligence of these amazing creatures. Every story we share is a reminder that animals feel, they love, and they deserve our respect and protection. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the smallest gestures of kindness can change a life forever.